Welcome Pokemon Go trainers, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm featuring a very bulky Pokemon Bastidon, which is paired with Shadow Alligator and the Drifloon, who are covering its major weakness of ground typing and the fighting typing. These battles are submitted by my friend Riddler, who is very talented battler, and I'm damn sure about this team because this team has bulk and the hard hitters as well. So this team can give you an elo gain opportunity. So do watch the video till end, and if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. The first opponent has met with Bastidon and they have a Wigglytuff, so it is going to be very tough time for the Wiggly. So we can go for Stone Age or maybe a Flamethrower. I think we should be going for the Stone Age. They can debuff us with those Icy Wind, so that is fine. And look at the damage, it didn't do anything because this is a Hulk of Pokemon, so we can go for Flamethrower. So my friend decided to go for the Flamethrower, but I would suggest to go for the Stone Age because it's a stab move, it will do more damage. And we go for the Flamethrower and just farming down. I think they are double weak to the Bastidon, that's why they are not swapping out, so they can go for another Icy Wind. We are fine. And here I think we should do some over farming and then go for a charge move to knock them out. And yes, we did that. So we need one more smackdown to reach a charge move. So this Flamethrower knocks out, and let's see what is going to return. And they come with a Gastrodon, so we have two good answers. So we are going to come with Fraligator, and the final Pokemon is Drifloon, so we can put a lot of pressure with the Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon hits very hard. Definitely he is going to shield here, but still we are going to have an alignment because we are one smackdown away from the Stone Age. So we are going to go for the second Hydro Cannon to grab the final shield, which will be very good. And now we are going to throw those Shadow Claws and put them very low. And definitely we are going to dip into the Bastidon. So this could be a Shadow Ball or maybe Icy Wind. So we are not shielding, this was a Icy Wind. And we are about to reach a Stone Age, but we have to be very careful for the catch as well. So they are going to throw a move. We decided to shield, and here comes the catch. So my friend waited a turn. So this is the only way you can avoid the catch. When you are in low health, definitely they will snipe you, but if you try, you can avoid this catch and snipes as well. So now they are running Earth Power, and this is just a game over because it's very dominating matchup. And here comes the Bastidon, and we have a bad lead this time. We are going to say switch into our Shadow Alligator, and they are going to dip it to Dunsparce. So Hydro Cannon is going to hit hard. Shadow Claws are not going to do anything because they are normal typing. So this Hydro Cannon takes half of the damage, actually more than half, and we are about to reach the second one. So definitely we are investing a shield against this Drill Run. Hopefully we can reach back to back. I don't think it is going to happen. Rollout generates energy quickly, and here I think we are not shielding, so this might knock out. Actually they go for the Rock Slide. Opponent does a mistake, they give us a win con. Now we have a back to back Hydro Cannon to pressure both the shield, so this is going to pressure a lot. So going for the first one, grabs the first shield, second one will grab the final shield, or else it will knock out the Dunsparce. So going for the second one, and they shielded the move. So definitely we should be coming with the Bastidon because we are double weak to Dunsparce. But still this Drill Run is going to be double super effective because of rock and steel typing. I don't think we can farm them down before they reach a double Drill Run. So we should be shielding. Yes, it's a right move. So now we can just farm them down and have a energy loaded. So we have a move, and here comes the Gastrodon. We dip into Drifloon, they have their own. So I think after those Astonish damage, we should go for the Icy Wind and not to greed over the Shadow Ball. So this Icy Wind is definitely going to be enough to knock out the Drifloon, and all they left is Gastrodon, and Drifloon has dominating matchup. So we'll go for Icy Wind just to ensure that they are not running Water Pulse, and this was CMP tie I believe. So this Icy Wind debuffs and does a decent amount of damage. So this could be a Earth Power or maybe an Water Pulse, and good thing is they are running Earth Power. Now we can easily win this. So we are going to reach another move, and this is just an Body Slam. It's a double resisted move. We can easily take this even with a low health, and look at the damage, it didn't do anything. We reached the Icy Wind, and this Icy Wind is going to enough to knock out the Gastrodon. And the tough lead, tough matchup, we were able to overcome it, and we were able to secure the win. So good game. Let's move to the next opponent, and the next opponent has again a bad lead. So I think we are going to stay because we are double weak to the chestnut, and we can go for the flamethrower. We can fight back. So first move, definitely they are not going to go for the superpower, because if they go superpower then they have to dip and they go for the frenzy. So we are going to go for flamethrower, doing super effective damage. High chance for the second move they will go superpower, but before that we are going to throw a flamethrower and get the shield. Now we have a shield advantage and they might reach a superpower. This superpower is just going to one shot us, so we are trying to call it and we call it incorrectly. Now this superpower just one shotted us and we dip into Driflim and they come with Dugong. So we are going to come with Fraligator and put a lot of pressure with those Hydro Cannon. I think we should have thrown earlier, and this is Drill Run, which is good because if they go for an Icy Wind we'll get the debuff. I don't think two Hydros will be enough to knock them out, so we have to put shields on the Fraligator. So we are going to farm up, and I think this time we threw it on the CMP tie, so this Hydro Cannon is going to get them very low. And look at the damage, almost is gone, and this was not a CMP tie. And here we are going to decide to shield. Maybe we'll save a Hydro Cannon for later. And we farm down the Dugong and Chestnut returns. We store a Hydro as I said, and we dip into Driflim. So this is just a frenzy plant. I think we should not be shielding, and yes, it's a frenzy. And the final Pokemon is Caledurge. So this is looking a bit scary, so we are going to bait them. If they call it, then this is a loose con. So let's see if they call it correctly, and the answer is no, because they shielded the move. Now we can easily go for a Shadow Ball. Definitely we should be shielding, even though it's a disarming voice, it will knock out. And we are about to reach a Shadow Ball, and this Shadow Ball is going to be enough to knock them out. And after that I think they are in a range where Hydro will be enough, which we have stored on Fraligator. So we are going to do some Astonish and snipe them with the Fraligator. This Hydro I think should be enough to knock out the Chestnut, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has. Dream Lead, Talonflame. So we are going to stay and they are not going to stay, and they have an Azumarill. So we don't have a proper response for the Azumarill, so we are going to stay because we'll take super effective Ice Beam on the Driflim, and we also take hard hitting damage of Play Rough on our Shadow Fraligator. So they are throwing Ice Beam, so definitely they are not running Hydro Pump, which is good for us. And even though it's a bad matchup for the Bastidon, but still Bastidon is going to win it. So we'll go for the Stone Edge, did a decent amount of damage, and after this one more Stone Edge is going to knock out the Azumarill. And we are not bothering because we have another answer for the Talonflame as well, which is our Shadow Fraligator. And this Stone Edge is definitely going to knock out the Azumarill without using a shield. And this survive with few HP, one more smackdown is enough. And let's see what is going to come up. And they have a Ferrothorn, so we are going to stay here and go for the Flamethrower. It's a double super effective, it is going to almost knock out the Ferrothorn. They are going to go for Power Whip, it is neutral. I think from this health range they can just farm us down. The Bullet Seed are going to add up, but they have to invest the shield if they want to do farm down, and yes they do. So now we have a shield advantage, but the problem is he's going to have lot of energy, and Ferrothorn has access to Thunder, which is super effective on the Driflim because of the flying typing. So he might bait, or we are trying to call a bait, but they don't bait, they go for the Thunder. And high chance this time they will go for the bait, but we have to shield because we don't want Fraligator to struggle against the Ferrothorn. Hopefully we get the shield here, so we go for the Icy Wind. High chance they will shield, or it will get the damage, which will be good for us. And they don't shield, so now I think it's an easy win for us. They can go for Power Whip and knock us out. We'll save a shield for the Fraligator so that we can sweep both the Pokemon. And here comes the Fraligator, they immediately dip into the Talonflame. So they are not going to double up on the move before we reach double Hydro Cannon. This is going to grab the final shield, and I think 2 or 3 Shadow Claw, and then we can reach one more Hydro Cannon. They're going to throw Fly, definitely we are investing a shield, otherwise it will knock us out. They go for the Fly, and we are about to reach a Hydro Cannon, over farming a bit, and this Hydro Cannon is more than enough to knock out the Talonflame. Even though they have an answer for the Fraligator, but they are very low on health, we can just Shadow Claw them down and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. Let's move towards the next opponent. Let's see what the next opponent has for us. Another Talonflame, so we have a Dream Lead again, and they are going to dip into the Gastrodon, and we have a hard answer which is Drifloon. So Drifloon is going to just dominate this matchup because Earth Power and the Body Slam both are resisted. If they are running Water Pulse, they can fight back, but they are not running it. So that's why they threw then Earth Power. Now we have back-to-back Icy Wind. We can go for it and debuff them, and after that we can just get the farm down. And they are left with a few HP, and we can just astonish them down. And once Talonflame return, we can debuff them as well. So they go for the Earth Power, and here comes the Talonflame. We are going to go for Icy Wind. This might grab the shield, or it will get the debuff, and it gets the debuff. They don't shield, they call it correctly. And here I think he was trying to catch a Shadow Ball, but on a wrong timing. Now we are going to go for Icy Wind on this Morpeko, and we have a healthy Bastidon, so we can align our Pokemon Alligator against Talonflame and Bastidon against the Morpeko. But still the Aura Will does add up, and the boost it is getting continuously. I think Auroville needs a nerf because the amount of damage it does, it can almost counter its hard counter as well. As you have seen in my previous video, I was able to counter Annihilate with the Auroville, and it was a dark typing Auroville. And look at the damage, almost Bastidon 80% health is gone, and they dip into the Talonflame. This could be a fly, but I think we should be shielding this and just farm them down, and we have a Stone Age after that. So we are going to farm them down, and almost Stone Age is ready, and this Stone Age is going to be enough to knock out the Morpeko, and we are going to secure the win. So good game, we won this match. So it was a very good lineup, Bastidon for Alligator and Drifloon. Usually we see it with a Shadow Wick. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe my channel to support it. Till the time, take care trainers, have a good day, bye.